Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show how you can skim coat your ugly ceiling new again. I'll be using this 32-inch Tomahawk smoothing blade from Columbia Tools. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you exactly how much joint compound it took to skim coat this entire ceiling. I'll also leave a link to last week's video in the end screen showing you how I mixed the joint compound for this round of skim coating. After I completed the water damage ceiling repairs, it was time to skim coat over this ugly, thick ceiling texture.
All right, so to skim coat this textured ceiling, I'm going to be using a 14-inch drywall taping knife to apply the joint compound. And then I'm going to be using this Tomahawk 32-inch skim coating blade, which is going to make it a lot smoother job and faster. I'm probably going to do about a 36-inch section, 32-inch section at a time. All right, so a lot of people ask about what I'm using to get up to the ceiling. I'm using Werner, it's work platforms. They're about 4 feet long and 18 inches wide. And so I just run 2 of them and I can just walk almost this whole room. You could do it from a ladder, you could do it on stilts, but today we're using the Werner work platforms. All right, so basically I'm going to get the mud up on the ceiling and come back with the 32-inch smoothing blade. Okay, so when you're loading your knife, you don't want to put it across the whole knife. You want to leave maybe 1 inch or so on each side so it's not squeezing out each end and falling all over the place and making a huge mess.
And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Paul, and I've been a drywall and painting contractor for over 25 years. If you're looking to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also click the bell notification to get alerted whenever I post a new video.
Again, I'm just getting this up here. I'm going to smooth it out.
I'm going to go ahead and speed these parts up a little bit. I'll keep it on regular time for the smoothing blade.
All right, so I've got 2 pan loads up here, so I'm going to drop back and take the blade and start wiping it down. But if I keep going, I'm going to end up with a pan load and a half anyway, so I can work it and then finish this little section here. Another thing I want to mention is notice that I'm not bringing the mud all the way to the corner because it's going to smush out and go on the wall. So I'm going to just take my time and do a real thin coat over here because when they textured it, they didn't pile up the texture in the corner either. So this should work out perfectly. All right, let's wipe this down. Now I'm going to take this and kind of work it into the corner a little bit.
Let me know in the comments if you're a DIYer, contractor, painter. Just kind of curious.
One more time. All right, so I'm just going to finish this small section and move to a whole nother section.
Keep in mind that this is just the first round of skim coating. Once this skim coat is dry, I'll come back and do a whole nother round of skim coating using my paint roller trick.
All right, going to continue just applying the joint compound and then smoothing it out.
Let me know in the comments what kind of drywall project you're working on.
I want to say thank you to all the new channel members. I really appreciate you joining my channel memberships. And if anyone else is looking to become a member of the channel, I have several different options. Even if you have a question that needs to be answered within 24 hours, I have an option for that. So check that out on this video page or on my home page. There's a join button that you can click on and see all the perks for joining my channel memberships. And for anybody that's curious, this ceiling took me right at an hour to skim coat the whole ceiling.
I'm going to go ahead and smooth this out so I don't have to try and get it with the smoothing blade.
I'm not really applying a lot of pressure to the smoothing blade. I'm just letting it go on its own weight, and that's dictating how much pressure is. put on the joint compound, which is making it nice and flat and consistent for the second round of skim coating. I will do no sanding on this ceiling whatsoever.
Okay, so I'm going to continue the smoothing blade and skim coating right here. The patch starts right here, so I'm just going to do a thin coat over that and then continue it on to this section. The patch ends here. I just mudded this to flatten it out a little better. That's perfect. I don't even feel any bump at all.
Okay, this is the last section I'll be skim coating on this ceiling, and the first round will be complete. Leave me a hashtag DrywallTube in the comments if you've made it this far in the video. All right, final small section on the skim coating of this ceiling. Stick around and I'll let you know how much joint compound it took to skim coat the whole ceiling. Can you say bye-bye ugly texture? I'll let this skim coat dry for 24 hours, and then you're going to want to stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to show you how to use a paint roller to apply the skim coat for a nice, consistent finish.
And that's how you skim coat a ceiling with the Tomahawk smoothing blade. And for those wondering how much joint compound it took to do this whole ceiling with a heavy texture, just over 3/4 of a bucket of joint compound to do this whole ceiling.
And if you want to catch the next video or any of my upcoming videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button now in the center of the screen to keep up with all my videos. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll leave some of my most popular video links down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching.